What's happening, guys? Welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. I want to thank you for joining us today on the show. As always, right here on Red Carpet, we bring you the latest in entertainment news, in sports, in fashion, in film, and television from around the world. Now, as you can see, we're still working from home. We're still in the midst of a global pandemic. Over 5 months since the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 as a global pandemic. And so here we are, but right here on Red Carpet, we continue to monitor how this pandemic is affecting both the entertainment and sports industry. And with that said, let's get on with the show. And let's get right to it. The NBA's Africa program has a new CEO. That is Sierra Leonean Victor Williams, a business leader who was most recently the Standard Banks Group Executive Head of Corporate and Investment Banking for Africa. A league statement says Williams will oversee the league's basketball and business development initiatives in Africa and will be responsible for continuing to grow the popularity of basketball and the NBA across continents through grassroots development, media distribution, corporate partnerships, and more. In a statement, Williams said that it's a compelling opportunity to join a widely respected global enterprise. He says, "It allows me to blend my professional experience building businesses in Africa with my passion for the sport of basketball." Williams joins an NBA team with offices in Joburg, Johannesburg, South Africa, and Dakar, Senegal. Stay tuned to Red Carpet for more on African players in the NBA and its coronavirus-delayed Basketball Africa League. And on to film, there is a new documentary by National Geographic that is tackling an important issue in Africa, and that's poaching. The movie Akashinga, the Brave. And from Zimbabwe, we head to the Democratic Republic of Congo, where entrepreneurs are catering to young people's interest in playing video games as more people stuck inside due to the coronavirus lockdown turn to this activity. Anastasia Tudesi has our story from Kinshasa. Check it out.
Jonathan Nyembo is in the last year of medical school, so the 25-year-old has little time for anything else. But when he does, it's video games.
So I'm really busy with everything I do because saving lives is the most important thing. But sometimes when we have free time, maybe once or twice a month, we say to ourselves, why not find some friends, some brothers, and come play a little game to balance things out.
Nyembo plays at the Immersion Gaming Hall in Kinshasa's Gombe neighborhood. Manager Paul Belingo says it is a place to relieve stress and pursue the passion that brings gamers together.
In this room, firstly, we find virtual reality. Here are some of the different games: football games, fights, missions, car racing games. There is also the Oculus, which is a device that lets you play in 360 degrees.
At $10 an hour, not everyone can afford the comfort of playing here. Gamer Christelle Nidem Kalenga says Kinshasa gamers represent a broad cross-section of the Congolese society.
I
will say that most gamers are between 16 and 25 years old. Most of them still live with their parents. They are students. Contrary to what people may think, they are not all from well-off families, so they live very, very far from the city and practice in smaller game rooms.
Jogo Marcelo's gaming hall serves a different clientele, but the passion for video games is the same.
Oh, let me tell you, people come in droves. When there is no electricity shortage, there is no downtime. I would say I welcome 30 to 40 people a day.
Marcelo opened his hall in 2014 as a way to profit from his love of gaming and keep young people from getting into trouble.
They like it so much in here because it is entertainment. Instead of going to the wrong places and acting wrong or sitting in front of the good old television, they come here. It makes them feel good, you know? For just 50 cents, they can have a great time and avoid who knows what. We do this for our youth.
Kalanga says video gaming is a rich opportunity for Congolese entrepreneurs.
Worldwide, the video game economy is currently worth over $100 billion US, and Africa takes only 4% of that. 4%. Africa still has room for improvement in this business. So what I'm doing is trying to raise awareness in DRC, awareness among the government, the parents, the gamers, and the artists about the opportunities this sector could bring here.
Like Marcelo, Kalanga realized there was a lucrative side to her passion. The 23-year-old marketing and communication consultant organized Congo's first Comic-Con event 2 years ago called Manga and Geeks.
Between 2018 and 2019, I tripled the number of participants. I didn't expect this. Of course, I felt that there was a community, but I wasn't too sure. After the first edition, I realized there was a real economy behind the games. There were real opportunities. In fact, I realized that the video game industry or even the comic book industry could be a solution in a country like DRC.
Congolese gamers say maximizing that potential depends on steady electricity and more affordable and reliable internet connections, infrastructure improvements that are central to boosting foreign investment and sustaining the country's young video game market. Anastasie Tudièche for VOA News, Kinshasa.
MTV says concern about the coronavirus pandemic is the reason that they're ditching plans for indoor performances for its upcoming Video Music Awards. Instead, they're opting for outdoor performances across New York City.
Organizers had planned for some performances inside Brooklyn's Barclays Center, but now say they will follow the guidance of state and local officials to shift outdoors. New York City was one of the first U.S. cities hit hard by the coronavirus, but cases have leveled off and some restrictions have loosened. A statement by MTV and the Barclays Center promised the show would pay homage to the incredible resiliency of New York with several outdoor performances around the city with limited or no audience. The ceremony presents new standards focused on live performances and music videos created at home during the pandemic. Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande are the leading nominees.
And then there's the death of African-American George Floyd during police arrest in Minnesota. Now, among those protests has been questions about law enforcement and whether having more women on the job might actually lower the use of excessive force. Women in Blue is a documentary showcasing de-escalation skills by female police officers. VOA's Penelope Pulu gives us a look. Check it out.
The challenge is to treat everyone involved in that call neutrally and not have any predisposed thoughts or predictions.
In her film Women in Blue, Data Official chronicles some of the challenges female police officers face as they help train fellow officers against excessive use of force in the male-dominated Minneapolis Police Department. Officer Alice White is one of the trainers.
You interact with people who are rapists, murderers. It's sometimes hard to show respect to someone like that. So in my mind, I had to switch this to professionalism. As long as you're being professional, you're gonna look respectful.
The film echoes findings, one as early as the 1970s by the National Police Foundation, that female police officers act less aggressively and believe in using less aggression than their male counterparts.
I just knew that I wanted to make a film exploring what women could bring in a very troubled time that our country has had with police violence.
Hi. Do you know why I'm stopping you? You can calm down. I see you're shaking. Just relax. Relax, it's all good.
You can see in that traffic stop that man that was stopped by Alice had someone who was nurturing and had his well-being at the top and not some law enforcement.
But the film also shows women remaining sidelined, making up only 16% of the Minneapolis Police Department.
The chief has selected no women for his executive team. I have a great deal of respect for Chief Rondo. But the thing that hurt me the most was the fact that in a profession dominated by male voices, they're losing any female perspective.
In Seattle, Police Chief Carmen Best says her department's recruitment ads are designed to attract more women to the force.
We want to show more women. We want to show women in diverse positions. We want to make sure that it's not always car chases and gunfights and rappelling off buildings. A lot of what we do has nothing to do with brawn. It has a lot more to do with brain and skill sets and the ability to empathize and to work with people.
It's not just that we need more women, but we need a lot more women of color. I think that's where our police departments could potentially transform.
I got assigned to become a sergeant in the 4th Precinct.
Her film shows only a few African-American female officers, like Alice White, rising through the ranks.
It's important for the Black community to see women who look like me in this role.
Chief Best relates her own experience rising through the ranks.
Some folks, while super supportive, others were not, maybe, and there was always working through that. My resolve was, that's their problem, not mine. I'm here to do my job. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. And I really believe that as you move up, you have to lift up and bring others along with you.
Penelope Pulu, VOA News, Washington.
And let's end today's show with some romance and comedy. The movie Coming to Africa premiered at the Las Vegas Black Film Festival, where it received wins in 3 categories: Best Romance Film, Best Comedy Film, and Best Actress in a feature for star Nana McBrown. The film takes you on a journey of an African-American man who is focused on his personal progress and success, and he has no interest in social justice until he takes a trip to Ghana. The movie is produced by Ghanaian TV host P.Y. Ado Boateng and directed by Anwar Jamison. The film's cast includes Khalil Kane and Nana McBrown.
All the way over there to get something good deep down in here.
Yeah, I'm an African, real African. Ask me where I'm from.
I'm power to Ghana, my brothers.
I'm an African, real African.
And what are you planning to do with your time?
Hopefully spending every moment with you.
From West Africa, West Africa, West Africa.
The way they show us things when we grow up, it's like Africa is just one big place. I'm ashamed to say the things I thought about Africa.
Oh, say it.
Yeah, like I told you the other time, you see, my brother, he's into a lot of stuff around here.
You think I want to hang out with sport American kids for fun? No! Look at me. I'm about my money. Listen, remember who you are and where you come from.
We originated from the Big Six.
Yeah. This mausoleum contains his final remains. He was the leader of Ghana until February 1966.
Yeah, I know exactly who you are, though. Like, I'm from this tribe, I speak this language, you got the culture, you got all the history.
And with that, we come to the end of our show today. I want to thank you for joining us. My name is Jackson Bunganyi. Remember to check us out at voanews.com for your entertainment news. We are also on social media, on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook. Until next time, stay safe